Hello and welcome to Devlog number 11. This is a slightly more interesting one, and you might realise the screen hasn't moved on yet, and that is because this is actually a live demonstration of the current state of Massa Kyzt. So first up on the things to talk about is I've thrown out the whole idea of a story since I'm a lot worse at it than I thought, and that was even after realising that I'm bad at it several times prior. So now it's based on a kind of multiple excursions to attack and destroy like a hive. So you see here there's the big attack hive button. So you click this and you can select a hive size. We'll get to all this stuff in a moment. You can select a hive size and that will dictate how many waves you play through. And at the end of each, at the end of a certain number of waves, at the end of the hive, you will fight a final boss, and I've still yet to actually program that, but that is on the horizon. And the reason I'm doing this is because it allows for some replay value. There is a certain danger to the whole Steam refund system, which could potentially endanger the longevity of, well, the game. People could very easily just play through the whole thing and refund it unless I went through some truly colossal effort putting enough levels in to fill that up. So yeah, this allows us some quick and easy replay value without actually sacrificing too much, and you know, I quite like the idea. So you see, the next thing to talk about here, I suppose, is the Augments system, and I did briefly mention this before, but I've never really gone into it. Before starting a game or starting a hive, you select two of these augments, so for example, penetration and heatsink. And together, you'll carry on with these throughout the rest of the excursion. So if I just get into a game now, you can see my bullets now penetrate enemies. And I have, you know, the heat thing up here. Again, I'll mention that in a moment. So that's basically how augments work. It's fairly simple. It's just it gives the player some control over what they are and not only being able to control what the enemies are. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now I can mention the heat system. Now, generally, there should be a cost to what do you want to call it? There should be some kind of cost to using the gun. There's a little bit of screen shake, but that's not really a cost. The best cost I could think of here is the heat, and you can see at the top it's not filling up very quickly because I picked perhaps the worst possible combination here, but and I have some balancing to do. But if I actually just quit this and go back here and select rapid fire and penetration and demo, then you can see this fills up pretty quick. Now when it does, it sort of pulses and fills down, and when it is running down like that, I cannot attack. It is overheating. And this mechanic is used in a bunch of games. I don't think it's too complicated. But yeah, it is something. So yeah, it's quite interesting, and I can continue in this level. I did add a ranger sprite. Well, I did make one, but I really don't like it. I'm not actually going to show it in this video if I can avoid it, because it's not good. I'm definitely gonna have to remake that one. I'm mostly planning on remaking the tank sprite, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, definitely needs some more work into that one. And while I'm waiting here to show you the upgrades menu or to show you the transition area between waves, I can also discuss the platform I've been using. I've been using a new thing called Hack and Plan, and what that is a it's a website which is specifically focused towards game development, which allows you to sort of plan out or organize specific tasks within a game, and that's been super useful. I definitely recommend it if you are looking for something like that. Yeah, definitely look into it. In other news, I've added 4 new maps. I totally forgot to mention that. Yeah, I've added a bunch of new maps. So many maps. 4. It takes so long to make a map. in this thing. So obviously you have to place each tile individually, and then when you do that I have to place the corner tiles, the corner pieces, the things. It's all a big process, so I must have spent at least 6 hours over 4 maps, which is a fair while. I do now in total have, I think, 7 maps, and I'm making more as time goes on. And yes, this is one of the new ones, so yeah, it's quite interesting. I think I should have... Oh, are you kidding? Okay, give me 1 second. There we go. Wave completed. Choose an upgrade. So this is what the upgrades menu looks like. It definitely looks a lot different from the large grid of buttons that you might be used to seeing. This is just 3 options. These 2 are locked due to demo limitations. Again, I'll mention the demo a little bit nearer to the end. And this is the one upgrade I did not want, so now you're going to have to see the Ranger sprite. So yeah, you roll over it, it provides a little description. Obviously the entire UI here is very much in beta, but you can click this, it selects it, it's done, the next wave, and you are good to go on to the next system. And the reason that it's serving 3 upgrades at a time instead of the whole thing is to provide some sort of challenge to it, and here is the Ranger. You can see him there. Again, looks bit silly. He does shoot at you. Bullets do hurt. Pretty nice death animation, I guess, which is okay. I should say teleport animation because he's not really dying. Lore things there. And yeah, this is another one of the new maps. So additionally, I've actually got the settings menu. The settings menu is slightly different. It now has... It doesn't exit the level for one, which helps because you can't really resume the level. It actually has proper sliding bars. I will have to fix these because they are very difficult to click for some reason. You have to click it and then click it again, I don't know why. And then obviously there's the full screen option, but that's been there forever. I've also fixed the full screen issue, so now this will properly scale down the entire window when you do that, and you can full screen it. That's quite cool. So you can press close, resume, blah blah blah, and yeah, that's all good. Yeah, one more thing. There are now some sound effects. The player has some kind of... I'll be quiet for a moment so you can sort of hear the sound effects. Okay, and my gun overheated, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. Sort of like a crunching sound for the bullet and a general laser shooting sound for... Oh, great. For the gun. I'm also apparently not very good at this. You know, you can see the settings menu again here. It's just being instanced. This will be going soon because I don't need it anymore for most of the stuff I'm doing. So it automatically resets when you press this button. So yeah, that's okay. I do need to make the upgrades menu look better. I need to make this look better because again, it looks a bit rubbish. It's just kind of a panel here. It's just anytime you see this big grey blob, that's just the stock Godot panel node. So I will have to change that, but that's okay. And now, yeah, let's discuss this demo stuff. So basically, I've decided I'm going to release, or try to release, a demo for Masochist, and I think I've mentioned this briefly before, but I haven't really discussed it. In short, the demo will have these limitations. You'll only be able to play up to 5 consecutive waves. You'll only be able to access 3 augments. Obviously, the best 3 are locked, and the upgrades menu has 2 of the things locked, and a bunch, or half the upgrades in the game are actually entirely locked. So that's something. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want the game to be released ever. And I'm not really sure why I said that sentence. It wasn't a good sentence. But the point is that I'm going to make a demo to sort of, you know, drum up a little bit more hype, give people something to actually play, because, you know, YouTube is cool, but I'm a video game guy. I think I'll probably have a video coming out which explains that more in detail. But yeah, expect a demo, hopefully by the end of this month, if not sooner. And then the full game I'm expecting will be sometime end of September to mid-October, although obviously I'm not going for any specific release dates, and I'm not even going to say that those are 100% trustworthy. I'm generally not that good at, well, that. But yeah, either way, I think that's about it. This is a fairly long video, just about 10 minutes now. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more devlog videos, and eventually this game will be released, and I can stop talking about it. That'll be cool. Yeah, thanks for watching.